Okay, welcome to Movie Madness and Entertainment. We have some breaking news, even more than what we were going to cover, because Mr. Signor, this is bullshit. You don't do this to a young movie fan. Thanks, the gentleman, Mr. Crescent, for making me aware of this. I tuned into Popcorn Planet. This is uncalled for to put peer pressure. And what am I going to say? The corner cult onto a young person that shows their face on the internet. You do not do this shit. This is the same thing that Matt Jarbo said to Andy a long time ago. You don't punch down.
Yeah.
You don't put heat on people on the internet, especially our young movie fans. I don't care. These are middle-aged assholes that are grifting for views. Some, this is their only job.
Yeah. I mean,
most of them, this is their only job.
Well,
they have no integrity, and this is uncalled for. I have our girl, she is going to be a star on YouTube. It just popped in the back stream. Thanks to, yes, Saggy Melons.
What's happening?
We need your input on this because this is uncalled for what Andy Signor just did to this young movie talk. He likes to go on a lot. He's a big movie talk fan, big YouTube fan. He likes to go across channels, and he says, "You're put in time." We'll play the clip. Are you there, Saggy?
Oh, I'm here. I was listening.
I think you may have been on a stream with Andrew. I'm not sure, on the Poindexter Lounge. He pops up a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, he gave
good kid. I mean, that's not right.
Basically, he gave this young movie talk viewer an ultimatum. You got to stop hanging out with these others, or you might not be invited back here, because I don't like differences of opinion. These are old guys on the internet, and they're throwing all the. I mean, he did it in a gentle way, but still, based on what I've seen from this corner of movie talk, yes, there is toxic there too, and don't put pressure on it because you don't know what one of your idiot followers is going to do. So that's we're going to feel free to say what you want, Saggy Mountains. We have no censorship here.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm trying to understand what's happening because I'm a little
okay.
You kind of were a little vague with the details. So what am I missing?
Okay, so he brought on one of his regular viewers. This young guy. He's in the chat now, Andrew.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna. I invited him on. I don't know if he might be afraid to come on. I'm serious. Because Andy Signor, 100K YouTuber, said you've been going on other movie talk channels talking shit about us. And he just wants to be in all conversations. He's just a happy dude. And okay.
Okay, I think I get the gist of it. So basically what you're saying is this guy or young man went on somebody else's show and was maybe making some criticisms about something with a bigger channel.
Yes.
And that bigger channel took that as, oh, you're talking smack about me on these other channels, and kind of like threw him under the bus, right?
Well, this is the same. You don't know the backstory to us here, but this is the same. I've personally had a falling out with some of my friends over Andy Signor and a certain corner.
Yeah.
I can't even name the channel because he threatened to dox me because I criticized them. So now they're giving ultimatum to their viewers. You can't go on these other channels or you're not invited back. That's basically what we're getting here.
Right.
You should. This is against terms of service too. You shouldn't feel pressure that you can't go on support other channels. That's not right.
Well, here's the thing. I've experienced this personally with many different groups. Like, that's how I met you. I was hanging out with groups that you guys didn't get along and things like that. But it comes to the point where it's like, people need to understand that you can have issues with other people, that's fine. But if people are saying, unless it's like an extreme case, right? Like, say Max murdered someone, and then I still was friends with Max, I can see people being mad at me for still being friends with a murderer. That's something that that's a reasonable reason to make someone choose. But when it comes to points of opinion, it's not, unless it's an opinion that's like very like criminal, like you're okay with criminal acts, right? But if it's just opinions on media and things you enjoy and you're critiquing it and you have a different opinion, there should be no possible way that anyone, even if you're a content creator, first of all, if you're a content creator, let's just start there. If you're a content creator, you need to understand you have to accept bad criticism.
Yes.
It comes with the territory. You can't be a public figure and expect no one to, you can't please everyone, right?
Yeah.
So why are you gonna be mean to a fan who might have something to criticize you about? Maybe they didn't, unless they called you a complete garbage human being. I can understand you being mad at that. But if they just said, well, this guy, I watched his stream the other day and he said something I didn't really agree with, and I think that he was a little over the top with it, and that guy's like, oh, you're talking trash about me. Like, no, it's criticism. You know, it's criticism. You're gonna chase your fans away.
It's basically guilt by association. You go on channels that criticize me, so you're a young and he really grifts hard. Like, he usually only brings up people on that pay him. But let's look at this just came in. I was going to react. Okay, here's Andrew might be coming on here. Andrew, I want to give props to you for coming on. I don't want you to be afraid of going on anyone's channel to say your opinion. And I know you disagree on some of the things that we talk about on our channel.
I know I did that a while back.
Okay, so listen, man. I'm upset. This isn't fake YouTube upset. I'm upset because you're a young dude. You just love movies. You just like YouTube. You like talking about differences of opinion. You should not feel any peer pressure not to go on other people's channels or not invited back.
Yeah, I mean, when I was about to go on, I thought I was going to be in a good stream or bring up something I wanted to. That did not go the way I planned.
Right. He didn't say he didn't even give you a heads up to say I'm gonna bring this up. You wanted to talk about movie talk, right? Or the topic of the show.
Yeah, but at least I didn't get kicked out.
Well, I really want to say that I am going to contact Mr. Andy Signor and ask him to apologize to you publicly, because that's not cool.
I don't want to get into drama because
no, you don't.
Honestly, I'm gonna intervene, Matt. I don't think you should message the person, because it's like you're speaking on behalf of it, and of course, we all have an opinion on what happened, but this is more like an issue between him and this content creator, and if he doesn't want to get too deep into it, out of respect, I wouldn't even intervene, because I think that this person,
I'll take your advice.
I don't even know who this person is, but I think that's really kind of crappy that they kind of like put you under the bus. And I feel like content creators that have big followings need to really understand that they have responsibilities to these viewers, these consumers, because fans are very, very, you got to walk on eggshells with them sometimes.
Excellent advice. I thank you, Saggy Melons. That's why you're here. I want a different opinion. Okay. I'll calm down a little bit. I still don't think it was cool, though.
He gave me a second chance. He told me that to be a little bit more better in the future and don't talk, as he said, don't talk back about them behind their back.
Be better about what? Like, having
you're allowed to have your opinion. Listen, you can.
Well, he said he likes me. He says I'm a big supporter of the channel, and he still respects me.
Well, here's what I'm telling you, Andrew. You could say whatever you want about me, and you'll always be invited back. And I'm not putting any peer pressure on you to change your opinion or put any shade on you for appearing on other movie talk channels. That's just not the way movie talk should go.
All right.
I was going to share the clip, but if you prefer me not to, I won't even show it. I just don't think it's cool.
I don't want context. Like, I would like context to this situation, because it would give me a better understanding of both sides.
Okay, is it okay if we play it, Andrew? What just happened?
It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
Listen, you've done nothing wrong. I want you to feel happy tonight. I don't want you to feel down at all and feel like you've done something wrong, because you haven't. You haven't done anything wrong. Don't feel like you've done anything wrong.
No, unless you told him.
And one thing I will say, because I've been on a bunch of streams with Andrew, he's never talked anything bad about those guys.
Right.
Like,
it's basically
100%.
guilt. It's basically guilt by association.
And not only that, but for months we haven't talked about them. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever, dude. We've kept our distance.
I even told them.
Yeah, I mean,
as they say, Larry Bird. The last few streams, when I joined, have been nothing but movie talk, nothing about them. I even said that.
Okay. Yeah. I think you're very fair, dude. I enjoyed our conversations. We disagree. I know we did. I'm not even going to bring it up, but I know we disagree on politics. But I still invite you on because I like you, though. What is this? I don't know whatever that is. Okay. We'll share the video so you have some context. Andrew went on to Popcorn Planet to talk about the topic of the day, and this is what happened. And don't feel bad about what happened, and feel free to speak your mind.
I've already went through it.
Okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, I mean, I did see a few people in their chat who were.
Well, someone told me about it. The Wanderer, Mr. Crescent told me about it, and he was unhappy too, and he told me to look at it. So props to him. All right, so let's watch. It's not long here. This is Andrew coming on to talk about movie talk.
Being on the east side, I like hanging with everyone.
Oh,
so you're not denying it.
Oh, see what?
I don't like choosing sides.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I skipped ahead. Okay.
What I was saying was that I like to hang out with everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a bunch of people in here.
I'll tell you right now.
I was smiling.
Yeah. Right. I'll tell you right now. My go-to thing is I don't have any proof, but I think it is Louis Lecca here in the bottom because he is the one.
Well, I did say that.
That told Andy.
I have no beef with Louis and the other guy.
Okay. The reason I believe that is he is the one that wouldn't let me on streams anymore when I gave criticism of Andy. He is a gatekeeper of Andy. And yes, it is really weird. And I know he watches streams. So I immediately think, oh, sorry, Zeno. Here's producer. Producer Zeno is he's very bossy, but he's right. Okay.
Shout out to Zeno, Crescent, Snowdub. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. But anyway, continue. I just had to give my shout out.
All right, I'll stop talking.
Tyler, hold on. So Andrew, you there, Andrew?
Yes.
So what's this, Andrew? I'm hearing about you.
Look at there, Longo.
Hold on.
Why am I
Who
hearing
are these people he's talking to?
And Film Gob streams?
I don't go. I've never been on Film Gob. I may have been in the chat, but not on the stream.
You are in Max's stream quite often.
Oh, look at that! I didn't hear that part.
He called. I forgot he called you now.
Look at this loser. The first time he mentions my name in months. How the hell do you know, Lana?
Oof.
Oh man, I'm sorry, Saggy Mountain. I don't mean to bring you into my old drama. Listen. You're getting away from drama. I'm not even going to mention that. I don't want to bring you into drama, Saggy Mountains. I'm just that was just shocking comment. Okay, sorry. I will be quiet.
Some talk that you're out there in other channels talking shit about Jody and I. Are you gonna? Can we be real here for a second? Or are you gonna? You're not.
That's just uncomfortable.
To it. I don't like being on either side. I like hanging. With
yes, that's accurate.
So you're not denying it.
Oh, what?
I don't like choosing a side.
Right.
That's an interesting way to put it.
No, that honestly, Andrew, knowing you for as long as we did in movie talk, that is honestly, I think you're an honest answer there. I think you're an honest dude. I think you're and they're mocking you there on
Max, pause because this is bothering me. The icon sting. Listen, I'm an outsider to this, all this drama, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's comments like you're saying is why drama keeps being fueled. You're being an instigator, and granted, yeah, maybe Max might get mad at other people talking trash about him, but that's a normal human reaction. I don't know who anyone is, but I guarantee you, if you found out people were running their mouth behind your back and not saying it to your face, of course you're gonna feel some type of way. So why are you making it seem like Max is not a human being and can't react to people talking trash about him? It's petty. Don't add flames to the fire. In this conversation, what I'm seeing right now is exactly that. Like, first of all, we're all adults. At least I believe we're all adults. There's no reason why you got to put this young man on the spot on a live stream.
Right.
Like, I get it, but like you're putting him on the spot on a live stream, and you're not even saying like really. You said, "Oh, I heard you're talking trash on stream." But what did I say? What did you hear I said?
Right.
And then when he's
I was
like,
saying,
well,
who are these people who were telling him this stuff?
And just to give you context of the other people in the stream are mostly top YouTubers. Vito's a top YouTuber, and he's only like the only general viewer in the chat. It's again piling on like, oh, you're talking about us. This is the 101 of I'm not getting into the history, but this is what they've done to other. You shouldn't really punch down to people on the internet. It's dangerous. And this is just a young movie fan. I also come in the age. I also refer to age because even though he's old enough for certain things, I don't like that people change as they grow older. I don't like doing this type of stuff to young people. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy, and like he honestly said, I don't like to choose sides. I just like to talk movies. I like to talk topics. He wanted to talk about the topic.
When I was about to come in, I was going to bring up the whole thing that was going around yesterday about the Batman with Affleck and Keaton. I was going to bring that up.
Yeah. We'll get to your movie talk. We'll make this an Andrew stream after this, and see what he wants to talk about. So
I haven't had a focus stream on me since that one time I joined.
Yeah, we'll finish up this little clip to get the context, and then Andrew, you run the show. You say what we want to talk about for the rest of the stream, okay?
Oh wow, it's an honor.
All right, let's hear what the rest. I am upset with this. I really am. It's not fake rage or anything. I don't like it.
No,
Isn't that you can't have it that way.
Yeah,
say, well,
look, man.
Can't have it
I
that way.
love you, man. You've been a cool supporter here, but I don't like people playing both sides. That's not something
Andrew,
I'm cool with.
Andrew,
Oh, look who's
can I
talking.
tell you something? Can I tell you something, Andrew?
Sure.
Gotcha! Out of here!
Oh, look, see?
Andrew,
What's
man.
up, Vito?
Andrew,
Hey, what's
man.
going on,
Yeah,
buddy?
look,
No.
I like
You know
to give
something weird?
people the
When I looked
benefit of
at
the
the
doubt,
chat,
so I want to get.
Two people thought I was about to cry.
No, I mean, you look upset. I don't think you're about to cry. I mean,
Well,
that's not cool.
that's disgusting behavior. First of all, they're mocking him, and then he's like, well, you can't have it either way. First of all, you can't do that. Like, it's one thing if you're a content creator, right? And we have legitimate issues. We're making different contents, but you're doing this to fans and you're making them choose. That's not okay. You
No.
can't be mad at somebody for
He's
wanting
never
to
done
support
this
you,
to me
but
every
also
time I
wanting to
joined
support.
before.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, dude. Like, these are fans, right? These are the consumers. These are the people that are putting you in the position that you're in. And you're literally, first of all, humiliating them on your stream. And then you're also saying, well, you can't have it both ways. Why? You want your fans to be involved in your drama. Like, that's the problem. Like, when I had my drama with my group of friends and I split off, a lot of people that follow my friends and follow me had no idea what the drama was going on. It's not their business. So this is just a really disgusting display of a bunch of grown men just picking on the fan because they don't like that he was on a show of somebody they don't like.
Right, and I know for a fact, Enosh, he just wants everyone in the conversation.
Yeah.
That's really it is. He even would invite that one hater on that really disliked Snyder stuff. And this is so uncool, and this is not where movie not talk needs to go. This is why you can't change their minds. They throw heat, and then they're like, if you disagree with us, you're not going to be invited back on the show. How can anyone change if you're actually thinking of the topic of the live stream, change our minds, and you can't have a difference of opinion? And if you're talking about it somewhere else, we're going to call it out. Did you hear Lewis? He tried to play it off like a joke. Gotcha. Didn't I tell you? I think it was him. Didn't I tell you? He watches other people's streams. It's sad.
That probably explains because a few times when I seen him do Lewis Collins, I wanted to join in just to have a cool chat, but every time it was blocked. The link he sends in.
All right.
I would question why every time.
Well, let's just finish this clip, and then we'll get to some movie topics you guys want to cover. Anything else? I was going
to talk about the Warner Media thing with Hamada getting an extension.
Okay, sure. So let's just finish this out, and let's just have some fun, okay, Andrew?
Sure.
All right. I don't want to make you, because this is uncomfortable too. I don't want to.
I'm here asked because I've heard some things from people. Look, man, I don't like that. You got to pick a side. If you're
you don't have to pick. You don't have to pick.
It was a mistake.
Yeah. So
no,
look, man,
this isn't Cap Civil War.
Do things, but you're out here pretending to be friendly to us, and you're out there.
He's a fan.
Like,
he's a fan,
cool,
dude.
Pretending to be friendly.
It's a fan.
Yeah, saying he's a snake. That's
If
dangerous
I was
to do. I mean,
pretending,
Right.
I'd be like, you loser.
Like he's a fan. It's a fan.
right.
It's a, you know what I mean? Like, you have to understand that, dude. He's a fan. He shouldn't have to choose sides
Right.
between
No.
if he likes your content and he likes somebody else's content. Like, if he criticized you on something he disagreed with you about,
I
that's
mean,
not talking shit. That's just having an opinion.
this is borderline against terms of service. Actually,
It's kind of cyberbullying.
Right. I mean, they're doing it like, you know, hoo-hoo, oh, we got you.
I'm not gonna call it cyberbullying because
well, yeah,
I wouldn't call it. Yeah, that's a little harsh calling it cyberbullying. I don't think what they did was cyberbullying. I don't think it's harassment or any of that stuff. The guy doesn't need to be canceled for it. But I do think it's kind of poor taste to have a platform and then use that platform to basically bring your followings, your fan base into drama that they don't want to be part of, and then you're giving them ultimatums like they have to make a choice and they can't support you and support somebody that you personally have issues with. That doesn't seem right.
But this drama's so old, though. I mean, Jesus, man, let it go.
All drama is old. It's a matter of
this whole thing started when Ray Fisher started his thing in July.
People hold grudges. People are too prideful to talk it out or realize, well, maybe I was wrong in this part. And that's why drama doesn't die, because people are too stuck in their ways. They just don't want to let it go. And I feel like as content creators, a lot of them, and I'm not saying this guy because I don't know him from hole and wall, but I see a lot of content creators thrive on drama because people are gravitated to drama. So some of them will keep it going because it keeps the views going.
Oh, of course. I mean, we were getting good views back then too. I mean, I remember we had 100 people in the stream, you know, throwing stuff back and forth.
You should never say pick a side to a viewer.
No,
I mean that is borderline against terms of service too. You don't confront confront the consumer. YouTube would not like this. It would be hard to prove, but I'm not going to do that either. But I'm saying YouTube does not want this type of thing to happen. People are invited on for conversation, not to confront them. And he was not told ahead of time. And it was more like, we're going to confront you where you can't on live stream.
Right.
This is like what they've done to other YouTubers, like my pal Matt Jarbo, catch you in something on a live stream to surprise you. And that's not cool.
Can I ask Andrew a question?
Sure,
go ahead.
How deep are you involved with these people? Like, are you part of their like inner circle, like maybe Discord servers? Do you talk to them outside of the streams at all?
Well, I've started. I first knew Andy from when he was on Green Junkies, and I liked him. And then when he did his own channel, I watched him for his movie reviews and for his exclusives, like the one he does on Spider-Man 3. And I got into liking for it, and I joined him a few times and talked some movie stuff, and he really appreciated it.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically just interact with him mostly like on stream, like on his shows and stuff, not like in like a private group chat or anything like that. This isn't like
not like how you guys do it.
Right. So I would say, considering the fact that you're not that close to him, I don't feel like he has any right to call you a snake or make you decide who to support because you're not part of his inner circle. And it would be one thing if you were, and I could see him being kind of like, well, you're in with us and you're on other streams criticizing me. Like, that seems kind of like snakish. Like, I can see that. But if that's not happening, he should just look at you as you're a fan of his work, you're a fan of his content, you're a viewer. Because regardless, if you go to another channel of somebody who doesn't like him and has talked bad about him, and even if you criticize him, you're still going back and supporting him. So why does he care? You're still showing support to him. Why does he care?
This seems like more something that not even Andy just went along with. It seems like something like Lewis, the guy that said, "Oh, gotcha." And I'm gonna throw my man Lunga out too, because he's done this before and then blamed me for the backlash.
I know you two have a history.
Right. No, well, I'm not bringing it up. I'm just saying this is like kind of the game plan that he did. Surprise someone on a stream and then blame me for the fallout after that. I didn't want to. I went along with it, and I shouldn't have, and I regret it to this day because it caused all kind of problems. And it was his idea. So this is like don't surprise people on streams when they're just talking about movie talk. I think you should know what you're going in for. If you're going for movie talk, going for that. All right, so let's finish this out and then get to Andrew's topics and then the DC topics. We could talk about Spider-Man too if you want.
Well, no, dude. I mean, but the reality is, like, it's all about trust, right? I mean, you have to earn the trust back.
Earn
man.
what?
And
this
I don't
is
want to
YouTube.
like kick you out, so you just go over there
Kick
and
you
talk
out
shit even more. That's not helpful either, man. You got to support.
Well,
You
there's
gotta
a game
support.
of-
So, look, man, I don't want to. I don't.
Well, yeah, speak your mind, Andrew. You're not censored here. What'd you say?
Yeah, well, I said I need to be careful what I say because, like they said,
No,
he gave me a
you-
second chance, so
this-
I'm a
this
little
is-
careful.
He doesn't. This isn't like this isn't a cult or a gang. This is YouTube. You can't give
Well, as the
ultimatums
one
here.
that is people who told him this stuff to hear it again.
But wait, what should you be careful about saying?
You don't say whatever you want.
Right, like you are. It's freedom of speech, dude. If you want to say something, say something. If people don't like it,
Yeah,
freaking
well,
well.
I still like
Life
him.
goes
I
on.
really do. I just disagree.
Okay. Sure. You feel free to support Andy. I'm not saying cancel this man or anything like that. I'm not saying like that. I just say this is completely uncool, and this is proven behavior. You have a history of behavior of a movie talk bully. And I personally will be covering this movie talk bully because he will not let things go. He thinks he's the only one that could throw heat. And then he supports others that are threatening to do stuff. But I'm not getting to that. Let's finish it. Okay, I will for sure finish the clip now, and then we'll move on. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Wait. Let's finish this clip.
I want to have you here in good conscience when I know you've been talking shit about us, and I had to push it out of you. That's not a good sign, man. I've my history. Like, everybody turned on me. I'm all about having real loyalty.
That's
here.
your
So
problem.
If you're a spy,
you got a chip on your
side.
You want to talk about Roxy Stryer before
I don't want that stuff, man. I don't want that stuff.
Pause. Please pause. Please pause. How is excuse me. Give me a second. Because how is how is a fan, a viewer, a spy? He's not in your inner circle. He might, you don't even know if he's in other people's inner circle. So if he just comes on your public stream to talk about movies, what information is he really giving back to the enemy? You're on a live stream. These people could easily just watch your show. Like, I just don't understand the mindset or who told him what, because I don't know. But at the same time, even if, say for instance, even if Andrew was talking trash about him to other people,
not the place when you have this big of a platform.
Right. It's like, but is Andrew like your friend? Do you call him on the phone? Are you in a Discord server with him? Are you talking to him outside of streams? If you're not, then why are you this invested where you have to put this man on the spot, embarrass him in front of your fan base, and say, oh, he's a spy? Spy of what, dude? What do you have to hide so badly that you're afraid of? Like, he's just a fan. Let him live his life. If he wants to go on other people's streams, just let him do it. I just don't understand why people do this.
He's a big supporter of all movie talk. Like, he doesn't pick sides. That's what I found out about him. Like, I know he goes on. Andrew, I knew you've been a supporter of Signor and stuff too. I invite lots of supporters. I don't care.
What's with the paranoia, dude? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Less division.
I guess with his experience of people betraying him before, he's cautious.
Yeah.
It's his problem. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's understandable. But like Max said, it's his problem, and he needs.
Ryan Zievervet's here.
He needs to be careful who he lets in his inner circle. If Andrew, if he wasn't in his inner circle, I don't see the problem. Like, if you have friends, dude, that's your friends. Look, that's your people that you do trust. These are viewers. These are fans. So I'm not understanding this man's logic here, where he's literally berating you and making you feel like crap for being on somebody else's show and maybe having some kind of criticism about his show. Like, what?
This is a bunch of middle-aged men that have nothing else to do. I'm sorry. I know the other culprits in there were the ones like gotcha, and then saying, oh, you've been on Max's streams. He has not said my name or messaged me. I every once in a while I go on his thing and I'm like, oh, you got a nice custom Mandalorian helmet. I know no fakeness there. I generally say, oh, that's cool. Nothing. All of a sudden, oh, you've been on. This is this is typical go-to behavior.
Right. And I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know who this
Right. I don't want to be getting involved in
Andy. I don't know who Andy is. I'm sure deep down he's a nice guy. I'm sure he means well. But again, this is just not the way to handle a situation like this, like publicly. If he really felt this type of way,
well, look at the title of the video too. Zack Snyder's DC, right? Finish. That's what he came on to do. He didn't came on to talk about this, so that's false advertising to the people bringing on. Here's a link to change my mind about the DC content, not to get jumped on a stream.
Right. It's like just keep that drama outside of your content. That's what I try to do. I had to rebrand just to kind of pull myself away from the drama I was involved in, and it's like when I see drama catch up on my channel, I delete it because I'm like, this is not what I want to do with my channel, my content, you know.
Right. Thanks for your input, Saggy Melons. I appreciate it. And then let's finish this stuff. So we want to have some more. We want to have some fun movie content to talk about.
Sure, Lewis doesn't want that stuff. I'm sure Vito, you're a third party here. If you found out one of your fans,
all have enemies all across.
If you found out one of your fans on the stream was out there on your haters' channels, talking shit about you, would you have him come back?
Like it.
Would you have him come back with open arms?
I would expect. I would say that this is an opportunity to reflect on what maybe you've done wrong by Andy. But I also think Andy is a wise and forgiving man, and perhaps you can set things right. But you need to think: where do you stand?
What
are you in Andy's corner?
Well said. It's like
are you stomping on his face?
I'm not here, Andrew, to kick you out.
Are you with us or against us?
Right. It's like, dude, all you have to do is just not let Andrew on your show anymore, and just leave it at that. You didn't have to make a scene.
Give me a second chance.
Right. Like you could have just not let him on your show, and if you were that bent out of shape, just talk to the dude directly.
Here, let's go support Andrew. I'm bringing up your channel. Go sub to Andrew. Let's get you some subs at least if we're doing this much content. I wasn't expected to cover. Hold on a second.
No, Andrew's a good friend, man. He's he kind of came over during that whole.
I didn't think anyone
split
would have seen this.
Let's get him to 100 subs, okay?
Yeah.
If we
get there before me, dude, I'm still stuck at 85, man.
All right. Here, go sub to Andrew, support him. Here's his channel.
I like the freeze frame on Andy's face, though. He looking kind of cute right there, though. I'll give it to him.
Andy's cute. I'm sorry. No. No, I'm sorry.
Like a whole snack pack.
You got to pick a side. You can't say Andy's cute. I'm just kidding.
I do what I want.
Yeah, you do.
I ain't afraid of nothing.
Oh, okay.
Except for spiders. Don't.
Okay, let me see what Ryan is saying. He's not telling. Yeah.
It never ends.
That's a good point, Ryan. So he's saying he's exploiting Andrew as an example. Pick a side.
So basically using bait.
No, he's using you. He's using you. So because there's other people that like come on Enosh's streams, my streams, he's like, you have to pick a side or you're not invited back.
Right. It's like in medieval days when they chop their enemies' heads off and put them on a pike in front of the castle to give everybody a warning, like this will happen to you if you don't act accordingly. So like, yeah, you're the scapegoat. You're the example being made. Yeah,
and Sir Nerd a lot. He didn't have to let him on, but they did so they could belittle him. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, that's bullshit, dude. Honestly, no.
No, we're not having that,
man.
No. I've seen him be part of
I wouldn't go back, dude.
Robert Storm guy.
Feel free to do whatever you want, and as being a movie talk fan, Andrew.
Oh, I just got stuck by a random brag creator.
He's on here talking about this, so I can guarantee you that this stream alone is going to be a reason for him to be like, "Oh, see
Andrew, say the worst you want to say with me wherever you want on the internet. I don't care. I really don't."
Andrew, let me on your stream. Try to belittle me. How that works for you.
Well, the whole thing is if you're going to be out here in the public spotlight, expect a reflection. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
No, this isn't.
That's one thing I can't wrap my mind around because they cannot just like accept a different opinion?
Andy forgets the golden rule of the internet. Haters make you famous, bro. So just capitalize on your hate.
No,
it's still clicks. It's still views, dude. Let's just capitalize on the hate. Who cares?
No, they're just drumming up all the other BS, the other BS. Oh man, just
here we go.
You're banned. A lot of people would do that, but I got to see some.
Look, he's not having fun.
You're here to support and not hate.
I need
you know
what
what I'm saying, Andrew?
Yes.
Do you respect that at least?
And I want to add something too. Like, here's the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you get in the middle of
What?
two friends fighting, and you don't want to have to pick a side. And you know what? You don't have.
Yeah, right there. I don't want to pick a side.
What it
Yeah,
means
you could
is
just
that,
say I got no stake on either side.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
But that's what he said. He said that.
You need to like suck up to them.
But
Yeah,
he
that's
said
That's
that.
the problem.
That's the
Look, man,
problem. What?
I appreciate you on here. I don't want to. I never like kicking out fans. People. Jody, he doesn't have time for that shit. You might probably be dead to Jody for all I know, but that's on Jody to decide.
Yeah, in fact, I got a quick story.
About that's on the.
This is how they treat.
A few days ago, when he was doing 118 review, he was letting fans on to like have different opinions when it came to the movie 118. I tried to get on that action, and he said he wasn't gonna let me on because I've been on the enemy's channel.
Enemy? What? No.
Like, and that's funny is I was on a stream with that guy last night. The other guy, Lunga. I was on a stream with him. Yeah, I jumped on our good old friend Testify's stream.
Oh
and,
no.
And he was on there, and it was a good time.
Okay.
And he seemed like a good dude, but when I hear this, and I'm just like, "What, dude? Like he."
Well, no, listen. I don't want to be like they are. If you like Lunga and his content, I'm not giving you our history because it would be one-sided. So
right.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything
right.
more.
I judge people based on what you give me, right? So if like you are chill with me, I'm chill with you, right? Mm-hmm. I don't care about the drama. I really don't. If you want me to pick a side, I'm sorry. If it's nothing involved me, I'm not going to. Sorry. Like I'm cool with everybody.
Side. That's what's wrong with this world.
Right.
You're either with me or against me everywhere. Politics, internet culture, fandom. That's what's wrong. No one pick a side. Talk, speak your mind. No echo chambers. No sides.
But did you hear what Lunga said? Did you hear what he said? He said, well, if you say you have no stake in this fight, and I'm like, but Andrew did say that. Andrew started that by saying that. And now here you are.
They're not listening to him.
Yeah, here you are 2 minutes, 3 minutes later saying, oh, yeah, you gotta, say if you don't want to pick sides, just say you don't want any stake in the fight. And I'm like, he basically started off by saying that in the beginning when the dude asked him about it. That was the first thing Andrew said.
They're not even listening to him.
Right. You're not listening, and you're being ignorant right now.
Yeah. He said he defended yourself good, Andrew. Not that you needed to, but
But I'm going to talk to you about me. And I'm not here to diss any of those channels. I don't give a shit about
those
channels.
do.
But you're mad that you're on them. But you're mad that you're on them.
That's a lie.
That's very telling.
That's a complete lie because he all he does is talk about other people. When you talk about him, he does this. He's a man baby.
I'm not here to diss these other channels, but I'm mad that you are on these other channels because they hate me and they're haters. Bro, that was the most contradicting statement you just said, dude.
He's the biggest hypocrite on this platform.
You literally contradicted yourself in that little. Oh my god! Why are people like this?
It's internet culture. I'm sorry. He spends too much time on Twitter because he also says, "Oh, look at this example of this person in fandom." People are idiots on Twitter across the board.
Yeah,
they can have a hashtag and they could be in a fandom. That doesn't mean they represent the fandom. It's just a twitty.
Hey. Yeah, I don't care what this dude does. If he's got beef with other YouTubers, power to you. You go, boy. Do you. But you're attacking a fan. And I've always been an advocate for fans. Fans have voices. Fans should be able to have conversations if you allow them to. And you should never degrade or belittle a fan because you don't agree with something that they did if they weren't really that harsh of a criticism. Like, come on, dude, you're a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man. But they're grown-ass men belittling a fan because he was on a stream, criticized this guy, and now it's like, oh, you need to choose your loyalty. But I don't care.
I think Cuppy Malik does have a little bit of a point. We should probably just wrap this up a little bit.
You want to okay, Andrew, you want me to remove it? We'll talk about movie talk. Okay. Well, we don't need
we do.
Yeah, we get the rest of the idea. We don't have to see the whole thing. If you want to, you can watch it. Let's remove it.
Because we don't need to add fuel to the fire by dogpiling on them. I mean,
the fire has been lit.
Very true, but I mean,
people will just find this video and show it to them.
Good.
All right, so Andrew, when you went on, what did you want to talk about? Not what you eventually talked about. What did you want to talk about? Breaking news.
Well, there was some stuff going around about like what they said about the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what they said about the Keaton and Affleck and how people thought Keaton was replacing Affleck, but that turned out to be false. And now we're getting like, after Justice Snyder cuts, Snyder wants to be done, and they're recasting Ray Fisher.
Well, a lot of this is great topic, Andrew. A lot of this is, especially nowadays, in how popular Zach is on social media. You negotiate through trades and social media and see what's trending. So what we do know now is that the Snyder Cut, the reworking of the Snyder Cut, where it's preparing to be released, is pretty much complete in its completion now. They know what it is. So what's next is, what are you going to do next, Zach? They want to see what he's going to do next, and they may need negotiating. It really has to pop. And it also depends on his other projects like Army of the Dead. If that pops, then he's going to be the go-to guy. Warner Bros. Will be crawling back to him. But then there's also the Walter Hamada story.
Which makes no sense to me. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, now Walter is going to be continuing his job as a DC film till 2023.
2023.
Yeah, he just signed a new deal to have him continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so the man responsible for basically tanking 2 movies into the DCEU is going to be responsible for making more movies.
It's a little bit of like the Kathy Kennedy situation. People look at their past. They really just look at the money. They just look at The Conjuring and think he's qualified.
Yeah, but the box offices on the last few DC movies, aside from Joker, were shit.
So it really comes down to box office. Kathy Kennedy has her history of producing, even though people didn't like the sequel trilogy.
Hey, it still made $1 billion.
He has the Conjuring franchise, which probably is one of the biggest moneymaker franchises ever, because the content is very cheap to make.
Of course.
So he's going to have that. I support Ray Fisher, but I also said I didn't like the calling out Hamada. I'm never going to work with you again. That was a little bit too far for me. I'm just like, no, because I want the character to continue. Does that mean that he absolutely won't continue? No, it really just depends on one thing Ray Fisher said that was ultimately right is the fans make it canon. So it depends on the perception. It always does.
I don't know. I kind of chafe against that because that's kind of I don't know. I feel weird about canon, and it depends on the context.
Well, I mean,
or what kind of franchise we're talking about here.
What he was saying, Ray Fisher was saying that when people were saying what's canon, Snyder Cut canon, he's like, what the fans want, the fans make it. So I don't know.
I mean, I would say what I consider canon for any material is the people who created it originally, what they deem as canon. Like, for example, I know it's gonna get off DC and go on that thing, but it's relatable. So, for instance, Dragon Ball Z, one of the most longest anime franchises going right now. They had a show. It was Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball Z, and then they came out with Dragon Ball GT. And a lot of fans kind of didn't really care for Dragon Ball GT, but more so the creators didn't actually like how GT turned out, so they consider it non-canon. They redid the series. So I feel like if the creators of the original work should be able to deem what's canon, because they created it. It's their work. It's their story. So if they want to say this is canon, then they're say, I'm sorry, I love the fans, but they have the final say, in my opinion. The creators.
Well, absolutely. Or whoever the creator deems, with the power to produce said story. But from what I understand, okay, first off, I hate the multiverse concept. It's stupid.
You and Matt Job are both.
I mean, I could 100% agree with him, because what it does is it confuses the general audience, and your movies are going to dry up if there's no continuity between them.
Well, you know what?
I was telling Jarbo last night that they have all the DC and live action movies and TV shows that we've seen in the past all canon. Sounds pretty neat.
Well, I mean, I suppose it's a little bit different, because I'm approaching it from the perspective of a MCU fan. Okay, so I mean, that's one of the things that's been great about it is the consistency over over a decade. 20 plus movies, they all connect. It's very familiar, and that's good. Even some of the TV shows connect into the main stuff. But with DC, you've got 3 different iterations all running at the same time of Superman. You know what I mean? I'm exaggerating a little bit here, but you get what I'm saying, where it's like, I don't know. To me, it gets confusing. So
the
where do you start?
Supports that in comics, but not on screen. It could
it just muddles things up.
2 is I think 2 could work if it's completely different context, like a Batman universe, Pattinson, and then a Batman that's along in the Justice League universe. I could see it working, but then if you throw a third, it's not like the direct to DC movies, or it's in the theater on streaming. It's gonna get complicated.
See, I don't mind. I guess I'm the only one here who's gonna have this opinion. I don't mind the multiverse for the sheer purpose of it. These stories have been told so many times in so many different ways. So having a multiverse was like the explanation to why all these characters are different from other characters of the same name and title. Because you could have a Superman story, but then you could have another multiverse version of Superman where he didn't save Lois Lane, or he did save Lois Lane, and now you could tell so many different stories. But you're right, it does get kind of confusing for fans who just want a basic kind of storyline or certain story arc. So I understand where you guys are coming from too, but I actually do like the multiverse because it gives a bunch of different variations of stories to tell.
No, I prefer it, but I think the general public it's not going to work as well with them, though. I agree with that part, like because we want the DC universe to be as popular as the MCU.
Well, absolutely, reach those fans that would otherwise not go.
So I can handle it.
Well, yeah, but we're fans of the material. We're gonna go. But the people who are just gonna go shill out some money on a Friday night, to go watch a movie, are they gonna watch a movie?
But the general public might not embrace it, and don't use it as a Band-Aid. Don't use it to enhance storytelling instead of to Band-Aid your mistakes. And
of course, that's a retcon.
Really are okay with the multiverse when it comes to Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man executed though, and the Spider-Verse is solid.
Mm-hmm. You have to have a multiverse with Spider-Man because of the fact that we could have the Spider-Man 3 type of universe, and then you have Tom Holland, so we could just forget about the dancing Spider-Man in the streets and be like, that was another universe. That was the most cringy thing, just because
I love it.
If it would have worked for a better actor, in my opinion. I think the actor's face and his expression when he was doing it was like, is he a zombie? Like, his face, he was so monotone faced when he was dancing. I'm like, doesn't even look like he's enjoying himself.
I love the flipping the hair down. I'm emo now.
Right.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door.
Hey, Andrew, do you like Spider-Man 3? I love Spider-Man 3.
I think it's good, but I enjoy the first 2 more.
Oh yeah, I like the first 2 more, but I still love it though. I still watch it.
Venom was atrocious. I was so mad.
Let me clarify a little bit, okay? I'm not opposed to multiple universes and stuff like that. Hell, I'm a Star Trek fan. You got the mirror universe, I mean, there's infinite combinations of universes out there. But I mean, I'm just saying from like your regular film goer's perspective, continuity is what really, really helps, keep you going back to see the next one. You know what I mean? If you have movies that are like Elseworlds and all that kind of stuff, just saying that I'm not a huge DC fan. Oh, I am, but I'm just saying, like, somebody that's not, I'm just going to shrug my shoulders. I mean, if it's executed properly, like Into the Spider-Verse, because that movie was awesome. You know, I had no complaints about it. It was great. I think having multiple Spider-Mans is going to work in live action. My other thing is just don't do it all the time. You know what I mean? You got to give people a chance to let the story grow a little bit over the course of a couple films if you're going to make a franchise out of it. Other than that, you're just making, you know, the Nolan Batmans are over here separate from the other Batmans, you know what I mean? And it's just
you can have the Christopher Reeve Superman, the Arrowverse.
See, that was my favorite DC thing. The whole I don't know if you guys watched all of the DC TV shows when they had the Crisis on the Air. That last part where they had so many cameos of I was literally like fangirling. I'm like, oh my god, Tom Welling back, and he punched
Kevin Conroy, Brandon Routh.
Right. They got so many people, and I was like, see, this is why I kind of like the multiverse, because you can do things like that where it's like you get a special episode, a special movie where they merge all of the characters, so you kind of get their multiverse opinions on each other, which is freaking hilarious. Like when Flash met the Flash from the movie, and I was just like, I was like, wait, who is that? Oh my god, that's the Flash from the movie. This is gonna be a cute interaction. I loved it. Like, but I do was get, like I said, he does make a good point. It does get kind of so diluted if you do it too much, and then you just kind of just like, I don't even understand what's happening. Like, is this the real world anymore? I don't want to be here. And then you find yourself on the couch eating an entire like tub of Ben and Jerry's. You're just like crying into it, like, I don't know
what. Wondering how you got there. You're just like,
right? Am I in the multiverse? Is this really me? You're pinching yourself. So I get it.
Yes. Oh,
cookies and cream.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Saggy Mounds. I see now. The person that notified me of this wants to come on. I will say this: I love the dude, but he goes hot, and I don't. Please don't. No, I will let him on, but please no swearing, because immediately my stream, because he gets so hot, he lets the F-bombs go.
I'm gonna swear, caca.
No.
I said caca.
I want to make. I don't use super chat, so I make money by my actually have streaming my
caca. I'm gonna say it again, caca.
So go hot. Don't go too hot, Drifting Hermit. And
Fudge nuggets.
And then I think we're a little bit past the Andrew conversation, so I don't know if he wants to bring that up. But
we'll see what happens.
Feel free to come on.
I'm just saying random words now at this point.
Red.
Right? Blue.
I was looking on Twitter, and someone made a post about what happened to me.
Fudgicles.
Yeah, no, that was completely uncool. This is not the way forward. This brings up me and Brian's old problems with the fan group we were originally. You don't pick sides. I've made so many more friends by not condemning Snyder fans.
Says this. He says, what was that about? I backed you 3 year shows for a long while, and how you three belittled that you was stupid. Whatever the situation was, it should have been handled private, not on air. I'm disappointed.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. You got my support 100%, bro. Like, that's bull. I used to associate with when I first started YouTube. That's who my first stream was with Lunga. Like, honestly, and it's like, oh gosh, and I feel terrible because the day I quit, I was like, oh great, this is awesome, and then it was like, oh.
Well, Goldman, I don't want to bring you on because you're neutral and you're friends with both of us. I don't want to get you involved. Goldman's a good guy. Saggy Mountains, if you remember him, he's the hot one.
Wait, which hot one? The one that sparkles in the sunlight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta be friends. How did I not follow him? Does he have a YouTube?
Yeah, the Gold Man.
He's doing a lot better than mine.
Nobody told me his YouTube. Everyone was just like, "Hey, Saggy, he's a hot one," and I'm just like, "But what's his YouTube though?
Okay.
And how's his credit score?" I'm just kidding. Oh, I am subscribed to him. Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, you're subscribed. Goldman, because I value your friendship and I don't want to get you in the middle, I'm not bringing you on because he does a show with. I'm not talking much about Lunga though. I want to get that straight. That will be a separate video.
Lunga seemed like a nice dude. When I was on the thing, like I said, you don't want to tell me the story, that's fine. But when I was on with him, he seemed cool. But again, at the same time, I will disagree with some things he said, and that's fine. I got no beef with any of these people. I want to make that clear. But
no, it's just what happened is very reminiscent of something that happened in our past, and the back to the choose a side. That's why our fan group imploded, because they didn't want to talk to certain people anymore or let them on live streams anymore. It's the same old shit. It really is.
It's a content creator's prerogative who they allow on this show, and I respect that. But at the same time, if you don't want to let them on the show, that's fine. You just don't got to make a spectacle of it.
Yeah.
Either side shouldn't make a spectacle of it. Like, so if you're not on somebody's show anymore, there's no need to go to social media and be like, oh my God, Andy won't let me on a stream anymore. It's like, just let it go. If you really feel that type of way, why don't you ask Andy why? And Andy, being his show, should just be like, I'm just not going to let this guy on. I don't need to explain why or address it to the public. If he felt some type of way, could have pulled someone.
I didn't think he knew that stuff.
Right, but it's like, just pull him to the side and be like, hey, dude, like, what happened on that show?
Yeah, me and Snowdub disagree more than any YouTubers out there. We go hot on Twitter. We still never unfollowed each other, and we still talk to each other. We were close, though. During the Trump stuff, and I'm not getting into that.
That's why I don't do politics.
Yeah, no. I know. We were pretty close. We're like, oh, shut up, dude. I think we were like bad at each other.
I saw that.
Still a thing?
I saw that on Twitter, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I said. That's what I stepped away a little bit. I was running hot that day.
I called you out on something too on Twitter. You never came back to me though. You're probably just like, "Oh shoot!" You're like, "Oh, now she's getting involved."
No, I might have missed that one. I might have missed that.
Yeah, where is Michael S, man?
I talked to him on Twitter. I said I miss you. He messaged me, but he said I'll be on there, but he's not here.
Oh man!
I am also no, for real though. When I want to have a real moment here, I reached out to some people I haven't seen in a while, not because they're not giving me views, but because of the worldwide pandemic. I just want to make sure everything's okay. You never know. So I reached out to Obi-Wan Vlog. He says he's doing fine. Thanks for reaching out. I reached out to Michael S. And then one guy that was a great friend that I missed is Trav28. I have no idea where Trav28 is.
Yeah.
So Trav28, if anyone's seen Trav28, just say, you know what, we're thinking about you. And it's not just to get you to click my videos. It's just because the way the world is, you're like, you want to make sure everyone's okay,
Yeah.
Girl on stream. Follow me on Twitter.
I think he means me. Yeah. But I tagged. Look what I tagged it back. I said, "Boy who sparkles." Like, you got it. You still didn't answer what that credit score was, though.
No, I think Goldman. Honestly, I was the one that said, Goldman, you got to stream with me. Because I said it to a lot of people. I think I said to Brian too. I don't know if you were on streams much, and I said, come stream with me. Let's talk. And then he has a really high success or opportunity for success on YouTube.
Yeah, no, the Goldman seemed like I saw him on your stream, but I came that day.
And that's all you saw the first. You're like, whoa. You're like, I was expecting a man in a mask, but then I got this.
Well, he has those he's young. He's got that boyish face. He's got that face for movies. So it was just like, damn, Max. Can you get more of these on your show?
Oh, I mean, we like a variety. You're
married. You're off the market. You're off the market, Max. You can't be a hot. Brian also. Wait, Brian, are you on the market?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, see, Brian, you got to have more free agents like Brian in the Goldman. You have to have the eye candy. You're taken, Max, so we can't do that with you.
Lots of people are happy I'm taken. Except the one that matters, the wife.
Real quick, I just realized about this situation with Andrew. I have one question about the situation with you and Andy. When you were on this stream that he was upset with you on, were the people on the stream the ones bringing up Andy? Is that why there was a conversation about it? Because I feel like if that was the case, I understand a little bit of Andy's point, but it's not your fault because his haters brought him up in a discussion. But I also feel like you're being had the blame put on you. I just wanted to say that because I was thinking about it, and I was like, maybe Andrew was kind of like in an awkward position on the stream, and that would also make, because I saw how uncomfortable you were on Andy's when he was kind of calling you out, and I could tell just from that little snippet, I'm like, maybe that stream people put you on the spot and made you feel kind of uncomfortable where you kind of said something because you kind of just want to be part of the conversation. And I can't fault you for that either.
Well, the only guys I've been on are Max, Ina, Enosh, and Jarbo, and Truth. And their last streams, said nothing on those guys.
Nothing. Like I said, their names have not been on our lips till tonight in months.
Right.
Like
they will now be though, but I'm going.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to do that in a separate video calling them out, but I'm not going to include you in that, Andrew. I'm going to say this is the same. Okay. Okay, Master Jedi Wonder, please. My only hesitation of bringing you on is just like you go real hot. Please do not swear because we've made it this far and my video is monetized.
Caca.
That way.
Wait, you finally got monetized?
Caca, just say caca.
No, I've been monetized. It's just when you're on a live stream and someone starts swearing.
I know. I gotta watch my mouth.
I know.
Just super heated because I know what happened on Andy's, and I know someone in your chat has been stirring trouble on another channel. So watch out for Nigel. I just warned him. I don't like that guy, and I don't trust him.
Well, then
he's a troublemaker.
You're doing the same thing that Andy's doing. He has the right.
I'm just telling you, Max. You're a buddy of mine. This is your channel.
I know,
but you don't know. Now you know.
Okay, thanks for the info, but people feel free to say whatever they want.
No, that's fine. But anyways, hey, how you doing, Andrew? And hello, Saggy Melons, if you don't mind me saying that.
I wonder.
Yeah, you're good. How are you?
And you, sir, with the hat up there, the San Francisco 49ers hat. What's your name again?
Oh, I'm Brian, the Master of None.
Hello, Brian. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Good, man.
Well, you're the one that told me about the stream, and I watched it, and I thought it was important to comment because there's lots of people that I invite on my streams that totally disagree with me, and this is not the way forward to movie talk. It's not about picking sides. Most people that watch this show do not agree with me. Just ask Zeno. Zeno, how often do you agree with me? Say in the chat.
Yeah, give us a sign.
Yeah. We all get heated at Phobic or Zeno every once in a while.
I love Zeno. Zeno's a homie.
Yeah, he's cool though. I mean, at the end of the day, we can all sit down and have a beer,
So Andrew, Spider-Man is your favorite though. So you're really looking in Marvel. Okay. So you're looking more forward to the Spider-Man 3 where they're having the multiple Spider-Man or the Flash movie with multiple Spider-Man?
I'm honest for both because I like this guy.
Oh, okay. Yes. I'm real excited.
I mean, in that same year, we're going to have him. We're going to have him. And of course, we're going to have him.
I don't know for how long, though. I honestly don't know if the rumors are true about
Pattinson. If it's not good, they'll cut the cord after the first movie.
Well, I mean, it could be good, too, but Pattinson, the rumor is that he's whining about Matt Reeves doing 50 takes in a bat suit.
If you remember when the whole nonsense about when he didn't work out, he was really trolling.
He gets really long-winded, though. We watched DC Fandom.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he looked like he was going to pass out.
Well, he talked for like a half an hour. I was like, dude, can you just show the trailer already?
Oh, Shut up. I see him being a little bit too OCD like Monk.
Yeah.
I think he's, especially when he has more creative freedom now, he doesn't have the deadlines he used to because of the success of the Apes movies. So he could push the limit with the Batman.
I'm looking forward to
I Am Justice.
They did say Aspen is the Batman for the future of the DC films.
Mm-hmm. I'm really happy for Spider-Man fans. The Tom Holland Spider-Man I like, but it's not my favorite. I still, as Spider-Man go, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland for me.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, you did the release list.
I love Tom Holland. Have you seen him on Lip Sync Battle? That boy got some.
I mean, I like him, but I like the attitude of Andrew Garfield. I didn't like the movies as much. I'm just saying, in the character, I like Andrew Garfield too. I think he's a superior actor. I think if that second Spider-Man movie with him was better, we had an amazing trilogy, but the second was just so bad.
I don't like Andrew Garfield because he just looked like he just didn't really look the part, in my opinion. I think Tom Holland's Spider-Man was good because he's young. He acts kind of like the Peter Parker that I like and have grown up with, and I
always
feel
look
like
at the Iron Man.
Right, and I think his his character as his Spider-Man and his relationship with Iron Man was the chemistry between him and Robert Downey Jr. was just so amazing.
I like that too. Yeah.
Right. Like you could tell. Spoiler alert. You could tell.
Spider-Man 2 would be over that version any day.
I just love that scene with Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. at the end of that movie where they're just like, he's like, I don't want to go, and I cried. He made me cry. That boy, woof.
All right, yeah, I do like the interaction. I just the Goldman never saw the.
Oh, he never saw him. Okay,
it's been a while.
The Goldman.
Yeah.
You can catch Andrew Garfield's The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 on Blu-ray or regular DVD or online somewhere. They are around. I don't know. I don't know if Disney Plus covers Andrew Garfield's, though. I have not been able to find those myself.
Do the Holland films.
Yeah.
I just, to cap off that conversation, though, Master Jedi Wander also disagrees with me a lot. You never have to pick sides. This is not what Movie Talk Up is about. The whole idea of these open, these series is change our mind. How can you change your mind if you're only open to one point of view or a group? I'm so done with internet groups. I really am.
I mean,
before I came on, it was still them saying, "Get Ray Fisher out of here. Snyder ruined Superman. Get him out."
Yeah, they completely changed subject. They were really is right as soon as you popped in.
I don't mind a change my mind show or conversation because I think healthy debates are fine.
Right. Yeah.
It's not. It's when you can't have a disagreement without getting personally invested in anger about how you're right.
They're getting yang debates.
Right. It's like you could change. I would have went on that show and been like, oh, I got my points, and even if you disagree, as long as we take out of it that we had a good time, who cares? Really, like, who cares? Have fun.
Anything else you guys are looking forward to? I just found out my HBO Max. They're going to have a Denzel movie at the end of this month with Jared Leto too.
What? I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't even know. I forget what it's called. I was watching. They're advertising it now on TV. And I was like, ooh, it's coming out the 29th, same day as theaters. Listen, HBO's doing is helping movie theaters. The other companies are not releasing. Is Disney releasing Black Widow? No. So you might say,
I think Kevin Feige said the Investor Day is in May.
Yeah, but theaters need help now, though. I mean, regardless of what you think of being safe, wearing a mask, or if it's safe for you personally to go to a theater, the strategy that DC and HBO Max is doing right now, doing both streaming and theater, you have the option to decide for yourself. It benefits the theaters because they actually have product right now when they need it the most. Whereas if they didn't get any added benefit of streaming subscriptions, they would hold back the movie for another year, just like everyone else. So you have to consider that. Who's it really hurting? Probably the directors that don't get their big back-end deals for lots of income by holding it back a year. But the theaters are not. They might have complained at the beginning of the pandemic because they're like, we need the exclusive. But now, because the pandemic is so prevalent and people need to make the decisions for their own health and their own safety, they're actually having product with this plan now. The Denzel movie is also getting released in theaters January 29th, and that would not happen if they went the alternative route like Disney. What's the last Disney movie that was released in theaters?
Frozen Zoo?
What's the last Disney movie? Because people were saying,
no.
Right, Disney, they're all supportive of Disney that says, they're holding back for the artistic vision of the directors. But if you ask a theater employee now that's able to have a job right now in areas that they're open, there's not open in a lot of areas, but they would be genuinely happy that there's a product that they have there. I'm sorry.
Get out, Max. Get out your own stream.
All right. So anyone have anything else to say? I wanted to do a quick stream. I didn't even do the reaction to the video I was going to just because of the break.
Yeah, I was going to be about that.
Because
versus by himself, but then turns into what happened to me.
Master Jedi was in the chat and made me. Thank you, Master Jedi, for making me aware of that. Yes, we as movie fans we can't let that kind of behavior stand, though, for sure. No, we're not having it.
I did have a few questions. I don't know what's going on anymore with the Spider-Man movie thing. I've been hearing this and that, but I've been kind of trailing off from all that. But are you guys excited for Spider-Man 3 because of all the possibilities of who and so could be coming in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anything to see Maguire back on the big screen since it's been MIA for years.
That's true. That's a resurgence for him.
If it's true that they're putting Andrew in there, I'm gonna be very excited to see what they're gonna do with that. But Jamie Foxx being Electro, I hope that I don't know the origin of this villain or some of the others, but I'm excited to see what they're gonna do this time. That may be better, but I want the Sinister Six to happen. We did not get to have that happen in the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, but they were building up to that after 2. In the lab, they showed all the equipment in there. We were going to get the Vulture, Mysterio, whoever hell. I mean, the doctor that was in there helping Electro, that was going to be Doc Ock. And
well, he called himself Dr. Kafka.
Right, but did you look at him, though? It was point obvious that guy with glasses in that lab when they were trying to, what was it, the company?
Oscorp?
Yeah. They had that doctor in there.
Cerner, it says 10 days until WandaVision. Excited.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I just posted that in the comment. That's what. Okay, I'm out of DC. If they're gonna continue with Hamada, I'm out.
What?
Yes.
Hold on.
No, I'm going full MCU.
Like
Give me WandaVision. Okay, give me Falcon Winter Soldier. You want to know why? Because those stories fit.
Okay. Brian, get off the stream right now.
Mic drop.
No,
oh, and he just left. Oh, never mind. Oh.
It's on a boom. I can't drop it.
Listen, I have plans for when Snyder Cut releases. I'm gonna buy a second subscription.
There he is.
Stream on my phone, on my computer, in my TV. My electric bill's gonna go through the roof, and then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go see it safely. I am getting the vaccine.
I'm gonna have a funeral when that movie comes out because I know that's gonna be the end.
What?
What's gonna be the end? The Flash movie?
Didn't Zack Snyder say that's it?
Oh, he's
after Justice League, he's done.
Well, you really believe that's what he said?
I personally, I hope it's not true, but
he's just calling with us.
Yeah,
I don't know what to expect after Flashpoint comes out because that's gonna be another big one. Because you know why? Michael Keaton and Affleck going to be on there, and the Flash. This could be an improvement for that hero. Please do. But also, there's something with Aquaman 2 in the works somewhere. They were talking about that too, but we'll see where that goes.
Thanks for sharing, Snow.
The funny thing is, I don't think he's lying.
No, I don't think you were waiting either. I think you might have been watching.
That was in another window.
Don't make movie madness in that. That's happened before on a live stream. Someone was on the stream.
That's a cool idea.
Okay, please don't share that here. Someone was on the live stream. All of a sudden, I heard something in the background, and someone in the chat's like, "Someone's watching something." I was like, "I think we're gonna go by," and I don't know who it was.
Can we just talk about the fact that, first of all, I don't know why people were mad over that whole thing about Michael Keaton. Because first of all, if anyone really thought Michael Keaton I love him, don't get me wrong, but he kind of old. But if anyone thought that Michael Keaton was gonna replace Ben Affleck as Batman, was like my head was like, what? How? Michael Keaton's old. If he's gonna be Batman, he's gonna be old Batman. What are you guys talking about right now? And the first thing I thought of was like, well, dude, maybe he's doing a Batman Beyond. Like that'd be sick.
Yeah, that was rumors for
right. And then you could have Ben Affleck also in the movie playing like a young Bruce Wayne in flashbacks to kind of build him up for his own standalone movie. But like when everyone was outraged. Right, everyone's outraged. I'm like,
I don't agree with this.
I don't want to throw this into the universe either because I'm always rooting for Ben Affleck. But some of the, someone see paparazzi pictures of him Dunkin' Donuts. Like he didn't look that well. I hope I
saw those photos.
And positive vibes to Ben Affleck. I just want to make sure he's still okay because he's had issues in the past, and I hope he's still, because also quarantining and stuff may bring up old issues. I just hope he's doing okay. So beyond commenting if
I remember when they got him for the Flash movie, they said he was in better shape than when he left.
Mm-hmm.
So fun story about Ben Affleck. I actually heard he was not a nice person in real life. So decades ago, when Ben Affleck was dating Jennifer Lopez, which should tell you how long ago that was, he ended up
I remember that.
He's from my area. Him and Matt Damon are from my area. They were born and raised here, and he has family and homes out in this area. So he came to visit some family, and he stopped by a local ice cream shop with Jennifer Lopez. Now you have that area where I grew up, like, you don't see nice ass cars like that. So excuse my French, but you don't see nice cars like that rolling up in your neighborhood. So when they rolled up and they got off the car, you see all these people like, oh my God, it's Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, and my cousin and my uncle were there, and they were like starstruck, and everyone was like asking Jennifer Lopez for pictures and autographs, and Jennifer was so nice. She was taking pictures with the fans, signing autographs and things like that. But Ben Affleck's like, no, come on, let's go. We're going somewhere else. Get in the car. We're going somewhere else. And I was like,
that could be a bad day.
I was like, Ben,
maybe he was on here.
I heard Jennifer Lopez is really ridiculous.
I mean, she could be now, because
I'm hearing that Tobey Maguire was.
Oh man, our friend Enosh is here. Hey Enosh, I think.
Oh Enosh.
There's the man himself.
You get the heck out of
Enosh. Well, here's Andrew. We got his words from his story. I think I do want your input on this. I don't want to bring up past things, but this is not cool the way to treat young movie fans. They pick a side that's completely against what the lounge is about. A place for nerds.
I can tell by his face that he knows what
right.
happened.
I was gonna say, look at his face. He's like, no.
This is completely uncool. Master Jedi Wanderers, when they brought this to my attention, that they did this, they hijacked a movie fan on a stream just because guilt by association, just because he was on a competing stream, and that is completely uncool. So please, Enosh, and then if you are streaming after this, let me know. I don't know if you are planning to or not, and we'll send them your way because I'm going to end it soon. And Saggy Melons is here. Saggy Melons is great.
Absolutely.
Master Jedi Wanderer is great too. So what's your thoughts, Enosh? Feel free to say what you want.
So I was sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I fell asleep on my couch because I didn't get much sleep last night after my stream, and I woke up and someone tagged me on Twitter in a video, and I was like, oh. And then I see my good friend Andrew Casali up there, and I'm like, this is interesting. And I'm watching this clipped video of this, and so in all fairness, I went back and because they're still streaming live right now, and so I went back and I found the spot where they brought Andrew on, and a couple things. Andrew, you have to pick a side right now. Come on, Andrew. Come on, I can't have this. I gotta know where you stand, man. I gotta know where you stand because I'm so freaking desperate for friends. Don't you know what happened to me years ago? I'm still milking that for everything I can get, and I don't want to be held responsible for my actions now. How can you do this?
I hope someone just quit this. How faces red was, but this is Andy Seymour.
Whoa,
damn.
This is what he did to you.
So
this is what he did to you, Andrew.
So let me put it bluntly.
He broke
okay?
He broke him.
Here's the thing.
This is the cult leader.
Here's the thing. I have plenty of people who watch both me and Andy Signor.
Yes.
I have members of my channel who go over and watch Andy Signor and have participated in his videos, and I know that Andrew.
I want to interrupt 1 second. You know what this is, though? They're upset because you got the interview with a certain person. They're upset because your channel's growing. Unlike the Cult Corner is stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting more relevancy, and they're upset that their fans want to talk to you too. I really think that.
Here's the thing, Andrew, can you pop your screen up? I want to see you for a second, man. Andrew, I love you, man. Ain't nobody mad at you That
I know that.
what you just had happen to you tonight shows that they're nothing but a bunch of bullies. They're a bunch of freaks. They're insecure. And for somebody to try to tell you, and look, Andrew, you can go back and you can watch it again. They talk out of both sides of their mouth, because first they ganged up on you and they tried to tell you that you couldn't go to anybody else's stream and how you were a bad person because somehow you were turning your back on them, and they made fun of you. They yelled at you. They did the gotcha moment, trying to tell you that they got you. See, they got you. They're watching. They're making sure that you don't step out of line, you know. And then they try to reel it back and go, oh, we're not telling you what streams you can go on. We're not telling you. Bullcrap. They tried. Look, I watched your face, Andrew, and I would not want to be in that situation. Like, and you tried to tell them, you know, look, I just go in there and talk nerd stuff. Here's the ironic part is he brought me up, and the fact, and I'll bring this because they like to call me Larry Bird. Right.
Hey.
So I'll just let me just put it this way. Let me just put it this way. They brought me up, and I thought it was interesting because they said to you, Andrew, you know, I don't want to bring up Larry Bird because he'll make 4 videos about it. First of all, I'm not making 1 video about it. I haven't made an Andy Signor video. I made 1 Andy Signor video, or maybe 2, after he brought me up after 3 months. Like literally, when I had my mic drop day. When I had my mic drop day and I did an hour-long stream where I read my statement and I did that, I didn't say a word about Andy. I didn't say a word about the other guy. Okay? I got nothing to say about them. My channel, like Max pointed out, my channel's growing and doing just fine without any of that. So this narrative that, oh, he needs us, he's milking off of us. It ain't this channel. Ain't this channel because you know what?
I mean, I'm not growing, but you are.
It ain't the Poindexter Lounge because the Poindexter Lounge hasn't talked about those guys in months. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, somebody sent me a video of Andy talking about me and brought me up in the same thing as Film Gob and Matt Jarbo. And so I made a video and I was like, hey, are we at this again after 3 months? Like, what did you need some views? Did you need some relevancy? Because because you brought it up. I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, it was hurting for the drama.
Yeah. And the thing is, I didn't give him any. I made a video. I said, you know what? I find this interesting. And we moved on. I don't make videos about Andy Signor. I stated from the beginning, I stated my point of view on Andy Signor on why I was concerned, because I was a fan of Andy's and I felt like as a fan, he was betraying what he was, because he is, and he's gone down a dark path. Not to quote Star Wars, but I guess I will. You're going down a path that I just can't go down, and I refuse to go down. And so I'm not there. But Andrew, what they did to you tonight, and look, I would never bring someone on the Poindexter Lounge and literally try to make you feel bad, like attack you and try to tell you that you gotta, you know, make a decision, and I'm gonna put you in timeout. What did he say? He said he was gonna put you in a detention.
It's false
that you have to earn his trust. You don't owe Andy Signor anything, Andrew.
Exactly.
It's false pretenses, because the title of the topic was talking about DCU and Ray Fisher changing my mind.
Yep.
He doesn't get to talk about that.
Nope.
Change it.
You don't owe none of us owe Andy Signor anything. I get it. I have said it over and over again. What happened to Andy was wrong. We all know it. Like, he proved himself that he didn't, but it doesn't change the fact that, like, the guy still acts like a, you know what, and you should be held responsible for your actions, no matter if you got screwed over on one thing or not. You know what I mean? Like, just because you got screwed over one thing doesn't give you, carte blanche to just do whatever the heck you want and treat people like that. So
make Saggy a mod here.
So Andrew, you know what? Here's the point. And I want to make something clear to you, Andrew, because I know that the last 2 nights that you've tried to get on, I have not had you on. And I want to make something very clear to you in front of everyone, because nobody else knows that, because you're in my backstage and I don't have to broadcast to everybody like why you didn't come back on. The thing is, you've been on the channel quite a bit in the last week. Like you'd been on like 2 or 3 times. And so, and I love having you on, man. I love having you on, dude. I don't have a problem with having you on. But the thing is like the one night that you came in, you were having, connection issues. And so when I would say something to you, there'd be like this big lag and stuff. And so sometimes we just got to say, okay, you know what? Obviously we're not going to be able to get forward, move forward. And so that was that. And then the next night, I know you tried to get in, and the thing is that we had people who did show up who had never been on the channel before. And so sometimes I want to be able to make sure that other people have a chance to become part of our nerd family and join and be a part of what we're doing. It's nothing personal to you, man. It's nothing personal to you, man. I love having you around, buddy. You know what? And I got no issues with you. And even if you watch Andy Signor, like I've even told people in my streams, his second channel, I like because he's actually doing fun, like good stuff, like watching movies with his kids and stuff. But he doesn't want that. He wants the drama.
He made a cool it's a Batman film.
Well, he's a young movie fan. He supports every movie channel. Really.
Exactly, dude.
I've seen him all over the place, which is great. We appreciate your support, Andrew.
And nobody should try to make you feel bad because you watch somebody else's videos and here's the thing too. This whole idea of you coming on stream. What streams were you on where you've badmouthed it? We haven't even talked about that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we haven't said a word.
Andy Signor is getting secondhand
paranoia
from the usual suspects that were also
videos because it wasn't on Poindexter Lounge. Look, I'm not saying that there might not be a one-off comment. If you guys watch my channel, look, there are people who come in and yes, they're very, very much into this what they perceive as a feud between me and them, right? And you know what? Here's the thing. Somebody might mention them every once in a while. There's a couple of people who do mention them. But if you'll notice, watch my reaction because I have always steered away from that conversation. I don't need that drama. I don't need that stuff. I got plenty of great stuff to talk about. We just went over 10,000 subscribers. We're on our way to 11,000 subscribers. Okay.
Hey, way to go, dude.
We just had an interview with Ray Fisher. That's pretty freaking awesome. I can tell you what, Ray Porter is getting ready to come on the channel as well. The directors of my favorite movie of 2020, Fat Man, starring Mel Gibson, is going to be on the Poindexter Lounge.
I just saw that movie.
I'm going to watch it then.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
The creator and writer of the Meg series, the shark movies. I love shark movies. I love it. Steve Alton is going to be on the Poindexter Lounge. I got too many good things to talk about to worry about somebody calling me Larry Bird and stuff. So
Andrew, watching this is actually a Poindexter Lounge, so just subscribe and don't ask questions.
Andrew, you are loved. Ain't nobody bullying up on you at the Poindexter Lounge. Nobody's trying to tell you what to do at the Poindexter Lounge. You are always welcome, dude. You are always welcome. And if I ever have to, say you can't come in tonight or something like that, it ain't because I'm putting you in detention and you got to earn my trust or earn my love or earn my respect, because you know what? I respect everybody who comes on. And this BS about how, people are chasing these guys, ain't nobody chasing them. I have said from the very beginning, I would have a one-on-one conversation any day of the week, my channel, their channel, anything, because you know what? I just don't care. You want to have a conversation? I can have a conversation, but I ain't going to sit here and tonight was and I'm not even going to talk about this, like, because I was glad that you guys were talking about it, because this is wrong. This is just wrong. You don't treat people like that, and it's all about him. It's all about them. It's all about them.
It's going on the line of YouTube's terms of service. YouTube does not want you dragging, putting people on live streams to confront the consumer because they're the customer. This is not. That's against. It was a false pretense of why he was on the stream. He went to talk about DC.
Hey, yo, Enosh, I heard you was running your mouth about me on the stream the other day, bro. Like, what's good with you, man? You trying to get into it? Because, I don't like this disloyalty you're showing me, fam. I don't like this. I'm going to have to time you out, son. Like, Enosh, what's good, son? I'm timing you out, fam.
Oh, well, Okay.
You just
had an angry Charlie voice.
Yeah, man. Anyone else here got something to say on Enosh being disloyal, fam? Like, what's good? Like, let's get on him real quick.
Hey, yo, don't get up in my face about that. I'll tell you right now, I don't put up with that. You know who you talking to? I'm Larry Bird. I'm Larry Bird, gosh darn it. I'm a multi-MVP basketball playing, slam dunking. If I had my own channel right now, I'd play that McDonald's commercial where Larry Bird like totally slams over Michael Jordan. You can stay in your lane.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna dunk on you real quick, Larry Bird. Let's go, bro. Like, why
you know who I am?
Why you talking?
Who I am? Don't be disrespecting Larry Bird. Larry Bird's got one of the most prestigious careers of any basketball player that ever lived.
Yo, bro, why you putting like dirt on my name though, son? You on all these streams talking that good? Like, what's good? We here now. What's good, son?
Hey, if you drag your name through the mud, it's gonna get dirty.
He got me. He got me. I couldn't keep going. He got me.
Is the lounge going live soon? Is the lounge going live?
Oh my gosh, it's 1:30 in the morning, man. I don't know. Yeah, I got there's a bunch of stuff that I was going to talk about just with the Ray Fisher stuff and everything, but I think I'm going to save it for maybe tomorrow night.
Okay, all right. I just was going to see if send people there. I don't know where Matt Jarbo is. Where's Matt Jarbo?
Was he in here?
No, I joined your stream. I don't know if anyone else last night. Saggy Melons, are you hosting a stream? No.
I don't stream on my YouTube. I do gaming on Twitch. Which, by the way, I'm 14. I think I'm 14 followers on Twitch away from being an affiliate.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I thought she was going to say she was 14 years old.
Well, no, you don't want me to turn on my kid voice. That creeps people out.
Oh.
Max has heard it. Yeah. I did it to freak out some of my buddies on a show because they have like a call-in show. So I wanted to think that they had like a kid on the show and see how they responded. And they were freaked out at first, but then they realized it was me, so they just let me keep doing it.
Shifty Gizm is giving you props on your Mark Uno video. Maybe
that was great, dude.
I didn't watch it yet.
I got a good laugh.
Yeah, new Mark Uno video I just uploaded tonight. So
all right, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, Mark Uno edit. Yeah, right. I tell you what, it is, man. I tell you what, I will because my stream last night, man. We went for like 3 hours last night, and then we were talking, like afterwards and stuff, and but it's fun, man. People always joke like that I don't sleep, but it's like I literally went and got like an hour of sleep. And then I had to be up for a work thing today. And then I was kind of up all day. And then Tiffany was on League of Mayhem tonight with the Nerd Queens and Wonder Meg and stuff like that. So I had to set all that stuff up. So while she was doing that, I crashed. I literally fell asleep and I woke up and I saw that it was 9 o'clock. And I'm like looking around and I thought it was 9 in the morning. And I was like, wait, there's no light outside. Like, and your brain does that thing where it's like, is it the end of the world? It's 9 a.m.
I tend to get up late.
It's 9 a.m. Why is there no light? The sun didn't come up today. What happened? And no, and then I realized, it's 9 o'clock at night. I hadn't slept, 12 hours. So no, it just is what it was. The thing is, like, if you go live, you got to put together a thumbnail. You gotta put some stuff together. Like, I don't know. But then I saw you stream it. Well, then, like I said, somebody sent me that other video.
Well, I was gonna do a reaction to his first topic, so I completely changed topics right before the stream because someone said,
once you hear about me.
I watched it and I was like,
throw me your thumbnail and I'll just use that. Like, because there's some interesting things. No, I'm just messing.
Well, I'm on the thumbnail, so that
can we just appreciate Andrew's smile right now and how how comfortable and how relaxed he is here and how he looks so happy and relieved right now.
Yeah,
you got friends, Andrew.
Yeah,
you got friends, man.
And I have to make time
to be like that with me
too. Because Andrew brought in the topic and we talked about it, so it wasn't just all the drama. We did this movie talk too.
Yeah, man, you got friends, buddy. Don't let that get you down, man. You got people who support you and
don't pick a side. Don't pick a side. Have fun.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah. No, I'm done with these groups of people on the internet. Don't pick a side. Groups stink. Whatever.
Your group stinks, Max.
I don't have a group anymore.
Either way, it stinks.
I like the lounge. I like to go on the lounge. I like the lounge and chill out.
I even got me the lounge T-shirt, man.
Well,
I ordered one yesterday, the NWO one.
If anyone disagrees,
that's a good one.
We're not getting into the HBO Max situation, but man, Enosh totally disagrees with my view, and he still lets me on. He didn't put me in a timeout.
I never put anybody in.
And he's so passionate about movie theaters, so he might get mad at me on that topic. But he invited me on. That's the truth.
You can put me a timeout anytime you want. Anytime. I'll set the timeout.
All right.
Very well. 300 seconds.
What was that, Brian?
I said 300 seconds.
But,
why don't you go over there and think about what you've done, Ray? Why don't you sit there and think about what you've done? Well, I'm sorry. Somebody said my name.
Finally, it's a pleasure to finally say hello to you in person. I've been trying to rag you in DMs to get me to do this on your show, but I know you've been a busy man, so no hard feelings. I love you. But I do appreciate what you were doing for the director and his family for doing that break project. I've been paying attention to that, so good on you for doing that. I hope that is still going.
Yeah,
I don't know what I've been missing out on.
Ordered. It's ordered, and now it's just a thing of just waiting for them to make the brick and put it in. So it's done. It's paid for. It's it's all good, and
that's cool.
And so now we just got to wait until we get the response from them, and then once I know that it's in, and I know that there's like a day that I'll be able to go down and actually see it, and physically see it, and take document it and stuff.
That's great. That project, Enosh. I was going to ask something of a favor of you for your next stream. Can you bring Andrew on and do a little sub drive to him, get him to 100 subs, and say, "Speak your mind, Andrew," and just give him some more support. Get him on the lounge next time, and get him some more subs. We got him a few subs tonight. We support people being able to say what they want and support everyone in movie talk, and that's something we need. We need more like Andrew, not less.
Yeah, Andrew. The only thing I would say, here's the thing, is what I don't want to do is I don't want to give them sound bites. Okay. I don't want to give them reason to think that we're talking about them.
Take it out of context.
Or take you out of context, because for a couple of reasons. One, the minute if Andrew comes on my channel or anybody else's channel for that matter, and because they mentioned UMax in their video tonight, and stuff. Was it Lunga? I don't even know Lunga, but Lunga mentioned you and stuff. He's like, he's over at Max's.
Talk to me.
Maybe his fans.
And so the thing is I don't want to give them any more power. Look, I went down that route for 3 days, 3 long days, which I find is ironic because they keep saying that I'm making videos, and I ain't got time to make videos about them. I don't have time to do the video projects that I want to do. Freaking long it takes to do Mark stuff, because I got so many other things going on. I literally wrote a song about the Snyder Cut, and now I gotta finish it. I gotta finish that, and then I've got to make a music video about it because I want to have that out in time. Kind of along the same lines of my Mike Zero Lies, video. I want to put out a nice, music video to go along with it and stuff. And so I got that project going. I got people wanting. People found my PLW action figure wrestling thing because we were doing a stream one night and we showed it live, and people were totally into it. We showed both episodes and people stuck around for the entire thing, and now people are now people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I wanted action figure wrestling until I saw it. You must do another episode. But that takes a long time because I got to write it. I've got to perform the whole thing out with green screen and the action figures, and then Tiffany and I got to do the commentary and all this stuff, and then I got to edit it because I hate editing. And so I got video projects and I got stuff that I want to do. Do you really think that I got the time to sit around and be like, ooh, what did they say about me today? You know what I mean? I don't care. And so
I make complaint about it.
And so you know what I love, Andrew? The next time you come on, don't even bring them up. Talk about the stuff that you like. That's what we always talk about. It's what do you like?
That's what I do every time I see it.
Yep. What do you enjoy? And if you enjoy something, man, absolutely, man. Every time
he was speaking his mind and saying that's not what I'm about, and they wouldn't even listen to him. Oh. He said right off the bat, I like to talk movies. I don't try to pick a side. And then they said pick a side. Unbelievable. he was saying this is
I don't
me,
do drama,
which I think was genuine. He said it. He said his true thoughts.
Yeah, no, I saw it, man. I saw it, and Andrew, that was just, I feel bad because I saw that, and I just, my heart went out to you because I could see your anguish. I could see you were very uncomfortable, and dude, nobody should use their YouTube platform to bring somebody on and try to just make them feel uncomfortable and degraded and
I can't believe Andy did that. That was uncool.
They like followed you for years, and see how you belittle that dude was insane.
Yeah,
you don't have to say anything. I watched it all. I was fuming. I wanted to rip him apart on his own stream, him and his buddies, but Sucker didn't give me the stream, so I had to play nice.
Yeah, it's just nobody should try to just embarrass you and call you out like that. I mean, that's not cool.
Yeah, I mean, I told Matt, come on, I was gonna talk the Keaton Affleck news, Batman, but it didn't turn out like that.
Yeah, I hope there's more Batfleck, but it's up in the air. There's listen, the Snyder fans, we get everything trending, so that's something. I was watching Matt Jarbo, and he said basically Zach gets things moving. I mean, if you want something to pop, Zach goes on a live stream and it pops.
Get the train moving.
So we still have to see the outcome of the general public's reaction to the Snyder Cut.
I'll be honest with you. My concern is this: they're going to do this Flash movie, right? This Flashpoint movie. Mm-hmm. And my concern is this: is seeing all of a sudden these reports that they're recasting Cyborg, and they're going to like at this point.
Yeah,
that's one of the dumbest things that they could do, because you guys know that I'm a huge DC fan, and and I even I talked to somebody about this, and I said I don't know if I can watch a Flashpoint movie and not sit here. And like, if you recast Cyborg, I can't sit and watch that movie and just enjoy it, because I'm just going to be pissed off the entire time.
I think my fear is that they will just exclude him from the movie, whereas he was originally thought to be in it. Is they'll write out his part.
Yeah, they better, because if they go down this route of recasting or whatever, ain't nobody going to be happy with that. And then you're going to see a revolt like you ain't ever seen before.
Right. I think they'll just remove him from the project, which is a shame.
I think that's what they said, but
it'd be like an angry mob with pitchforks.
Yeah, it's weird recasting someone who's already played a role, and you're just like, oh, why? It's like having like them replace you like Wolverine. Like
well, and after all of the stuff that's been going on with Ray, you know what I mean? Like. There's too many people who support him and want to see him go forward. And then it's not like even the Batman thing, because like they had already taken Ben Affleck away. And so anything that we see Ben Affleck in now, we're just going, hey, I'm glad that they got Ben back to do whatever, and I think we're going to see more of him. But, look, all these people are jumping on this because they want so bad for this to all be done, for Zack Snyder's vision to be buried. Zack Snyder, and I'll be honest, I watched, when I did my video last night, I had not watched the actual video of his interview with the Faruqi brothers. I had just read the transcript, the articles read. After I saw it last night on Nicotina's show, Zach is such a troll. Mm-hmm. Zach is he's sitting there literally with his picture of Wonder Woman in the background. He's not like and he's choosing his words so wisely, right? He's like, well, I didn't think I was going to be here. I don't know if I'm going to make any more movies, and stuff. But yet there's stuff going on behind the scenes, and I'm just saying, I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt, and we'll see what happens. But
well, I mean, I have to watch a Matt Jarbo video. Said the war. There is still stuff going on. Pushback on both sides. The Walter Hamada thing is it is a story. There's something to it. I support Ray Fisher, but I also was like, I really didn't want him to go that far against Hamada, because I do want him Cyborg to show up in other movies. So it's unfortunate. I don't know what to say, but Ray Fisher is he wants to, he feels a certain way, he's going to do it. I give him props for that. I just want to see the character again. I wanted to see a Cyborg movie. I wanted to see him in the Flash movie. So I'm disappointed on that part. And I think Hamada is lying on certain points, and that's part of the industry, but they're not. That Conjuring franchise, he's with James Wan, and they keep looking at that bank. Just like, and we're not going into the Star Wars here, Kathy Kennedy, always go back to her producing credits and the money that's come in. That's what they look at. They're still looking at Hamada's track record with the
okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that, but that's in like degrees of magnitude, because Kathleen Kennedy's storied career as opposed to Walter Hamada's. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's why you're seeing an extension, is that recent history of the franchise.
No, I disagree, because I see where they're coming from, but personally, I take offense to that, because I don't like the way DC movies are going.
No.
You know what I mean?
Aquaman was a success, so that
but it was one of those. It was one of those ones that I kind of felt hollow, because it was like there's so much potential to keep going with the storyline. Why don't they do it? Because at that time, Cavill was gone, so it was just like everything was wrapping up, winding down. They were moving on. This is before the Snyder Cut got announced, and I was just kind of felt that dull emptiness, and I was like, okay, whatever, and they had a perfect opportunity to take over with Marvel down a little bit, but right now I'm like, whatever, give me WandaVision, give me Falcon Winter Soldier, you know what I mean? Like, at least those stories make sense in the universe, and I don't have to sit there and play mental gymnastics trying to figure out how this fits in with this and how this fits in with that. I'm a lazy viewer. I just want to be entertained.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, no worries.
I can't get that title right. Something in the 10 Rings, that new one that Marvel's coming out with. What's his name?
No,
Shang-Chi. Yeah,
that's what.
Yeah, that one I'm really interested in, and Doctor Strange, another one. So
can we just get a Batman freaking Beyond live action? I've been waiting for that so freaking long.
Would you be upset though if Grace Randolph's right and it's Batman Beyond with a girl?
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's why.
Terry McGinnis. It has to be a guy. I'm sorry. I got to be that person. It has to be a dude.
No, she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. And look, this is coming from me, which I literally do a show called 2 Cents on Nonsense, where we have slammed Doomcock for his ridiculous, misogynistic, I hate women propaganda crap, because that's what it is. Let's be honest. Like, it's just hating on women for no other reason than to just hate on women. But this is different. And here's why. People and fans of Batman Beyond have waited a couple of decades to ever see anything close to a live action version of that show. They've wanted it. It's been right there. They've just desired it. They've been vocal about it. And for the studio to get them this close, to actually bring in somebody like Michael Keaton, which has been the long rumored, long talked about, like, if we do it, oh man, wouldn't it be awesome to get Michael Keaton as the older Bruce Wayne? It fits. It's perfect. And then to pull a switch like that, I'm definitely with Ray, Stacking Melons. I'm sorry, whatever her persona is today. But what are you hiding? No,
yeah, right. Pick a side already.
But no, seriously. I would normally be fine with that. It's not that I have a problem with a story like that where he trains a Batgirl or whatever. But if you're going to do Batman Beyond, just freaking do Batman Beyond. Yeah. That's Warner Brothers' problem. Is they overthink stuff. They overthink stuff, and they start throwing all these weird like caveats in there, and that's the problem with Warner Brothers. They never just give us.
They're still all over the place. They're still.
You guys know what a big DC fan I am, and I've actually said on like 3 or 4 different streams now the fact that, as big of a DC fan as I am, there is one thing that I am a little jealous of when it comes to the MCU, and that is the fact that when somebody who's a fan of the MCU tunes into a MCU movie, at least, you know what? If they like Captain America, they get to see Captain America. Yeah. If they like Thor, they get to see Thor. If they like, whoever, they get to see those characters. We're not seeing that in DC. What we've seen for a couple of decades now is DC with a bunch of false starts, half stops, back and forth, changing characters, like literally and it goes back, man. Like look at Superman 3 even. Should have been Brainiac. You got it totally set up for Brainiac. I mean, you got a supercomputer that can do anything, and you're going to tell me that like at that point they had decades of Brainiac stories. Oh no, we're going to create a whole different thing. We're just going to create characters and stuff, create bad guys that have never been in a comic book and have no history whatsoever.
And Richard Pryor, people like him, Richard Pryor.
Yeah, look, and you know what? I actually don't have a problem with Richard Pryor. I just have a problem with the fact that it's like you got a supercomputer and you don't just say, it's Brainiac. You know what I mean? Like they keep doing this crap where it's like they won't give us the actual stuff that's made them loved. Like they got to keep messing with it. It's just like the Superman Lives project that Kevin Smith worked on and stuff. You got John Peters. It needs a giant freaking spider. Why does the thing need a giant freaking spider in the third act? Like that doesn't make any sense. What about a giant freaking mechanical spider screams Superman? That, you know what I mean? Like this is dumb. And this is the same kind of mistakes that Warner Brothers keeps making. And it's like, oh yeah, we'll do a Batman Beyond movie, but it's a girl.
It is frustrating because we had so much positive stuff going forth the Snyder Cut, and then even though Snyder Cut liked Wonder Woman 84, it does have a mixed reaction. And then this, and then cutting the legs off of even seeing. Why wouldn't a president say, let's see how the reaction to the Snyder Cut is, even if you're not for it? Like, I don't see why you would talk bad about it. It's
a cul-de-sac. It goes nowhere. That's not what a cul-de-sac is, by the way. A cul-de-sac is not a dead end. A dead end is a dead end. A cul-de-sac actually goes in, comes around, and comes right back out. So it's not a dead end. I lived on a dead end street. I was the last house on a dead end street. The street just literally ends. Mm-hmm. Like a cul-de-sac is not that. A cul-de-sac is a nice little roundabout. You go around, everybody knows each other usually, like everybody's kind of in this nice little circle. I do want to say a shout out real quick to Shifty Gizm, because Shifty Gizm is right. When he says Robert Vaughn's Ross Webster was a better Lex Luthor than Hackman's. At the time, absolutely, because that's what Lex Luthor was. I mean, they even did that wrong. It's like, they're so worried about land, purchases and stuff. And
for the Snyder Cut, I'm going to get a second HBO Max account, and I'm going to stream everything for a month. My electricity bill is going to be crazy. And then if I could see it safely, I'll go see it in theaters too.
Why do you need a second account?
Pay for
that's not how it works. You don't need a separate account, dude, for every TV.
No, I know that. I know it's not how it works to support the Snyder Cut coming out.
Oh, yeah.
So to jump, so they have a little bit of a jump. I mean, one extra to count.
I get you.
I'm doing as much as I can. I'm going to watch it as many times as I can that month, because they look at those numbers, engagement.
Hey, Andrew. So my last thing about this, and then I know that Max wants to go. The only thing that I will tell you, bro, is you know what? You may want to invest in a better way to stream, because I love you, but your video thing lags. I don't know what you're using. Maybe we could talk sometime off air or whatever, and give you some ideas or whatever. I mean, because you don't have to have some big elaborate setup
I think it's the computer I have. One I used when a few months ago was a little better. I think it's just this computer right here I'm using right now.
Yeah, it's just like, because I love talking to you, but it's like I've noticed the last few times that like you've come on my channel, even it's like somebody will say something to you and you don't hear it and you'll freeze, and then you'll start to say something, but like because you were on with Nicotina the other night, and so like you said something, and so Nicotina gave you a chance to talk, and then there was nothing, and then so he came back in talking, but then you were finally catching up, and so it was just like if just because if you have live conversations, you just want to make sure that you're able to talk in real time. You're like, like sometimes that's why I've even used my phone. Like I'll just pull out my phone, man, and just like, hey, there it goes.
That's what happened to me during the Ray Fisher stream, man. I was Mr. Freeze. I was like, I could only hear like a few words of what he was saying, so I had to jump out. I was like, finally.
Brian's still like, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah, my face froze like this a few times.
when we're the only ones showing our face, Brian, and we're just like,
all right, I think we're gonna
take my last name.
No, Andrew,
How the hell did he do that? He just froze still.
Andrew, don't read that. That's private.
Quick, someone poke him.
Just some advice. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's just some advice, bro. Like,
that's
but that's helping. You know what I mean? Like that's just trying to, because I want the best for him, man. I want his videos to be good. I want, I want his time, because I respect his time on my show and other people's shows too. And but that's it, man. Don't Andrew, don't let anybody put you down, man. Don't let anybody make you feel bad.
Yeah,
You're a good guy. You're a good guy.
I think that was came on.
You're a good guy.
Right. Yeah, and next time I will do another topic that you want to talk about, because you say you want to come on streams to talk about movies. You really, every time we bring you on, you're right. Like, I might be in a different mode, and I'll try to cater to you what you want to talk about if we bring you on. So come back with a topic. I think we are going to end the show. Go to conversation. Thanks everyone that's here is watching. Thank you. Thanks to Andrew, Saggy Melons, Enoch, Brian, and Master Jedi Wanderer, who's looking out for the young movie talk guys.
Damn right.
Represent.
All right, so we're gonna see you. Right. Bye, everyone. Watch my game videos.
Markuno dropped today.
Yeah, watch the Markuno.
Master of None merch.
Catch you later.
Bye, Obi-Wan. Glad to see you.
Bye, Obi-Wan.